Hello, Abracadabra Beauty here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a protection spell for your loved ones or for yourself. I'm starting off by cleansing my space with a sage stick. I'm just going to cleanse my area, my crystals, also all the supplies I'll be using for this spell. I'm also saging my screen. All my YouTube friends, I'm sending you protection. I'm sending you guys love and light. I hope everyone is doing well and safe out there. I'm doing this protection spell in particular for my children. I have 3 boys, and with everything that's going on in this world, I want my babies protected. I've already done this before, but I wanted to do it again on camera to show you guys what I do to send protection to my children. So now I'm just using some Florida water, cleansing my area and all my supplies. I'm actually going to be doing 2 protection spells. They're quick and easy to do, and all the supplies I use will be in the description box below. In this first spell, I'll be using cinnamon sticks, which cinnamon has lots of magical properties, but one in particular is for protection and to block negative energy, and also it'll speed up your spells to help them manifest faster. And what I've done is I'm using a black pen, or you can use a black marker, and I'm writing protection on my cinnamon stick and also my children's name and their birthday. So when you're doing this spell for your loved ones, you just write your loved ones' full name and their birth date and protection or protect on the cinnamon stick. The next item I'm using is basil, actually a basil leaf. These are dried basil leaves, and the magical properties of basil is also protection, along with other things. And on the basil leaf, I wrote protect on one side, and on the other side, I'm writing my children's name and their birth date. So I have my cinnamon sticks and I have my basil leaves, which I used as my petition. And now I have water. I'm using spring water, and water is very magical. It actually represents purification, protection, and healing. I add that into my cup, and now I'm just adding my intention inside of that water. Your intention is the most important part of the spell. Your intention is everything. So whatever you're thinking while doing this spell, this is what will be. You close your eyes and you picture your loved one covered in protection. Once you've added your intention and your intuition tells you that you've meditated on that enough, you're going to add in your cinnamon sticks into that spring water. Also add in the basil leaves. Next, I'll be adding in some ground sage. And we know that sage is very well known for protection. This spell is loaded with protection. We have our cinnamon sticks, we have our basil, and we have our ground sage. The final item used in this spell is rose petals. Rose petals represent promise, new beginnings, hope, and the thorns of the rose represent defense. So we want to defend our loved ones from any hurt, harm, or danger. Once all your materials is added in, it'll look something like this, and you're going to get a spoon or something to stir and tap your cup 3 times. Tapping your cup 3 times is a representation of your mind, body, and spirit. I then stir everything into the water in a clockwise motion, and I tap 3 times when I'm done. Next, I'll be going into the second spell that you can do. Is extremely quick and easy, yet very effective. The only things you'll need are basil leaves, a pen or marker, and fire, so a lighter or some matches. So what you will do is write protect or protection on your basil leaf, and then also write the person's name and birth date. Again, I'm doing this spell for my 3 boys, so that's why I'm using 3 basil leaves. You use as many as you need. What I'm doing next is the most important part. I'm adding my intention into that basil leaf. I'm visualizing my children in a white light of protection. No hurt, harm, or danger will ever come to them all the days of their life. And once I do that, I will then light the basil leaf. The writing on the basil leaf represents my petition. I have input my intention into that petition, and now I'm lighting it with fire, which sends it up to the ethers instantly. You want to have something to burn your basil, so I'm using my shell that I have here, but be very careful when burning your basil. This spell is super easy and extremely effective. When you burn that basil leaf, that fire, it sends it directly to the ethers, so it's like an expedited message to universe. And I was having a little trouble with my lighter. I need a new lighter, but that's okay. So just continue to burn that basil until it's all the way to ash. This is literally all you have to do with this spell. I just continue to burn each basil leaf until it turns to ash. All while I'm doing this, I'm just thankful to universe, to source, for providing this protection over my babies. They are covered in protection. And if you're still watching, thank you so much. I send you guys protection to yourself and all your loved ones. So off camera, I continue to burn all my basil until it turned to ash. So once you have your burnt basil leaves and their ash, I burned as much as I could. There's just a little bit left, but that's okay. Most of it is burned. What you're gonna do, you wanna go outside, find you a nice breeze, and throw that out into the wind that goes out into nature. Your spell is done. Your intention is sent, and your loved ones are protected. So next, we're going back to our initial spell with our cup and water, our cinnamon sticks, sage, and rose petals. It has been sitting in that intention. You can sit it outside if you like for a few hours. That's what I did. And you're gonna go out in nature and find an area where you want to pour that concoction into the earth. So in my backyard, I have this beautiful tree of flowers. Look how pretty those flowers are. This is where I want to dispose of my spell, in this beautiful area. So once you've found your spot, you want to pour it in that area. You can actually dig a hole if you like and pour it into the hole and bury it. I just poured mine on top. And our protection spell is now completed. We have used our intention. We have used all of the elements of water, air, fire, and earth. Our loved ones are protected. Thank you, universe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this spell. If you did like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my page. And I'll see you in the next video. Blessings. Bye.